All right, so this is something that wasn't on my bingo card for 2024. Apparently, the Daily Wire, you're all familiar with them. I don't have to give you any backstory on the Daily Wire, but apparently they have decided that they want to troll Disney and become a parody film company. And what I mean by that is, you guys remember the Asylum films that did the parody movies? They had like Pacific Rim came out, they did Atlantic Rim. They do all these parody movies. This is essentially what's happening with Daily Wire here. And what I'm talking about is the fact that they are doing a Snow White movie that's coming out next year, in contradiction to the Disney Snow White movie that obviously has become this online culture war bullshit thing from the pocket of conservative grift tubers, scam tubers. And so they're doing this. And look, they can make whatever they want. It's not like I'm saying that this movie shouldn't be made or they shouldn't be able to make this kind of content. They can make whatever they want to make over the Daily Wire, but their track record when it comes to quality is very bad. So I'm not expecting, I'm not expecting a lot from this movie, to be completely honest. Not to mention, take a look at who they decided to make Snow White. So read this article. It says, the Daily Wire is making a live action Snow White movie starring conservative YouTuber Brett Cooper. And there is a teaser. The teaser is kind of plain. We'll watch it here, but it is a chance that YouTube may make me clip it out. If so, it's on their Twitter, and it's a really short teaser. But I want to read this article briefly here. It says, conservative media company Daily Wire is making its own live action adaptation of the Brothers Grimm fairy tale Snow White called Snow White and the Evil Queen. The film, which is set to release in 2024, will be the first feature-length production for the company's kids entertainment platform called BitKey, and will star conservative YouTuber Brett Cooper, host of the platform's show, The Comment Section. So this is the same group of people that argue that the larger companies hire based on some sort of agenda or something like that. They say that they should just hire the best people for the job. There's no world where you can make me believe that Brett Cooper was the best person for this role. There's no world where that exists. It just doesn't. This is clearly them playing favorites with someone who already works on their platform to push out this trolly parody, satire, spoof thing about Snow White, which is essentially what it's going to be, because I can't take this seriously. Not to mention, it's on a kids platform, which, by the way, everything they do is it's like their accusations are always proof of something they're doing. They want to talk about like Disney and Warner Brothers and Netflix and all these companies indoctrinating kids. This is one of their big culture war things, when they themselves are creating a very specific kids platform to put content out that is doing exactly what they're accusing other people of doing. It's not a big secret. Nobody's buying this. And I can't believe for a second that Brett Cooper is going to do a good job in this. I can't remember the last time a pundit was given the role of a massive project like this because they were the best person. I don't believe it. You can't convince me otherwise. You cannot. Now, I don't know who's singing the songs for this or where the music's coming from, but we're going to watch this clip. If this disappears, if you're watching this video and this clip is gone, just head over to their Twitter/X account. You can watch it over there. I don't know if this music is even copyrighted. I don't know if it's their music, if it's royalty free. I have no idea. Knowing them, it's probably cheaply thrown together. So let's see what this is. This is X. Just endless circle here. Nothing works. Let's wait for a second to see what happens. There we go.
Once upon a time, in time a prince would come.
My gosh.
Once upon a time, but now that time is gone.
Oh my gosh. We have officially gone beyond. We're in another reality now. Look, the reason why Brett is the person that is playing the lead role is because this is not a legitimate piece of art, right? The reason why it's not a legitimate piece of art is because if it were trying to reach out beyond their bubble of their fan base or whatever, if they were trying to do that, they would cast someone in the role that would transcend the kind of content they typically engage with. They would look for someone who could play this role that fits the brief for them, whatever that may be, that could play the role and bring people in to their streaming service or whatever. But they're not going to do that because it's all about continuously hammering in all of the things that they need you to believe, all the things that they need you to follow and listen to. By doing this, by putting someone in the role that they know is part of the culture war. She is in the middle of this online culture war. You know, I would not be surprised also if there's all kinds of grifty stuff in this. Like I joked about this when I was talking about it earlier with some friends of mine, that there wouldn't be like coffee, like some conservative coffee in the background, like some conservative beer or something like that being advertised in this movie, because that's just what they do. Everything is always a funnel into something with them. It's never just a piece of art. It's never just something that you can enjoy. It's always a funnel into something. So I would not be shocked if that's the case here with this Snow White, this movie that's going to be awful. You know, I have no faith in this. I have no faith in it. And, you know, they would say, oh, well, don't you get mad that people, you know, the people that say this about other big properties and things like that. Yeah, other big properties aren't putting their own bobblehead pundits as leads in a movie opposite of something that's coming out from a major studio to try and troll them and platform their own little service. Like that just doesn't happen. I've never seen Disney or any of these other companies engage in shit like this. It just doesn't, I don't see them making movies to troll other studios. I don't see them doing that. Fair enough if you don't like their movies, but this is a troll. This is the Daily Wire engaging in internet bullshit. That's all this is. And I find it hilarious that they have stooped to the level of doing something like Asylum, where they're just making copies of other things, thinking that it's even going to be in the same ballpark as these larger platforms. Sound of Freedom's got people fucked up. They think that everything can be the next Sound of Freedom. It's not. News flash, news alert, breaking news. You're not going to see things like that very often. Just it doesn't have the push behind it. So I don't expect this to be much of anything, but it is funny to me that this is exactly the kind of stuff they accuse progressives of doing, and they're engaging in it. It is what it is. I don't think Snow White and the Evil Queen is going to be very good. If I could watch it to actually talk about it, I would, because I would love to see it, but I'm not paying shit for Daily Wire. I'm not like these other guys. I'm not going to pay for a service to hate watch something. I probably won't ever watch this unless I can see it for free or something. I'm just not going to even contribute to this bullshit. It's all online culture war stuff, and I have no interest in it. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Are you going to be seeing this Snow White? I certainly hope not. But if you are, tell me why, and give me your thoughts on this. It's bullshit. It's internet bullshit is what it is.